New foods are fun, new foods are fun. He's chowing down on this.
Wow. So we have a definite confirmation of liking the avocado mash and the banana milk.
Loves it.
Okay, so the next thing we're gonna make is a little more involved. It's lentils and quinoa mash. And it's pretty simple, but it's gonna take us about 20 minutes to cook. So we have a cup of red lentils, and we're gonna start with this and let it cook for a few minutes, maybe 10 minutes before we add in our quinoa. So you could put like double water. So we've got our lentils on the stove. I'm gonna cover them so they cook faster. And in about 10 minutes, we'll add in some quinoa and some more water. And we're just gonna let that get nice and soft. And once it's ready, we're gonna blend it up. It's very simple. I mean, baby food, you wanna go as plain as possible for the most part. So while that's cooking, we are gonna do a rainbow medley of vegetables. And these are all really simple. Everything's gonna be boiled. And we're gonna get creative with the recipes here. So we're gonna do some beets. All that we're gonna do with the beets is put them into one of our pots with water and boil. So you can pick a pot and those can go in. When they're done cooking, we're gonna rinse them and peel the outside off. That's why we don't need to wash them beforehand. The next vegetable we're gonna do is gonna be our sweet potato, and that needs to be peeled. So.
It's just an aggressive sweet potato. It's a lot of sweet potato.
You could use half of it now if you wanted to.
No, I love it.
Okay. I am gonna prep this Kabocha squash.
Is there any trick to picking sweet potatoes?
I always go for organic. I like to let my body decide. Yeah,
it's a vibe.
It's a vibe. There's so many different varieties of yams and sweet potatoes, and they all have a little bit different medicinal benefits. So the best thing would be to alternate. You know, if you always go for one kind, switch it up the next time. But of course you want them to be firm, and you never want to eat a potato or a sweet potato that's begun to sprout.
Yeah, that was what I was about to say.
Yeah.
You can't have anything growing off of it.
Yeah, you know that.
Because, you know.
Other than that, yeah, they're pretty safe. They're very hardy. The roots of the earth, the root veggies, they help us to be more grounded, build our foundation.
Love potatoes.
Yeah. So the more I chop these, the faster they will cook.
Yeah.
I'm just cooking them, cutting them up. Okay. So we can do the sweet potato in one pot and then the Kabocha squash in another. So our lentils have boiled. It's been about 10 minutes. I'm gonna add in a cup of quinoa and a couple cups of water. Let's add some apple into our Kabocha squash. Can you peel this guy? And then the next dish we're gonna do is a little bit of apple, a little bit of pear, and some spinach. And then we have our rainbow.
Am I botching this or am I doing this right?
No, that looks great.
I felt your eyes like I was doing something wrong.
Everybody feels that when I look at them.
Yeah.
But I don't know what it is about me, but there's something critical in my glare.
Well, yeah, I mean, if I needed some coaching there on how I was peeling this apple, I was going to take it.
No, if anything, you might be over peeling.
Okay,
Yeah,
I over-peeled it.
We're done.
Over peeled it.
Okay, so we've got one beautiful organic apple. I'm going to put a little bit in this pan for our spinach mixture, and I have a tiny bit of water in there. There's like a centimeter, and then the rest we're gonna add to our squash. So this can go in the Kabocha Squash pan.
All that?
Yeah, all that. And then if you could peel our pear, the rest of the pear, I'm gonna add the spinach to this apple in the pan. I think Luke's gonna really enjoy seeing you handling all these fruits and vegetables.
You know.
He did tell me that you would never give up your meat and potato lifestyle.
No, there's no shot. But I have been willing to open my eyes and try some new things.
See? That's all.
I mean, the first adventure meal Luke took me to, we had, what was it, baba ganoush? Is that how you pronounce it?
Okay, yeah, he likes Mediterranean.
Not a fan. I'm not a fan of it. So that was horrible.
Oh, you tried it.
I tried it. But then he lost his privileges for me to try other items because I didn't like it.
Okay. I'm sure there's other foods that you guys both like.
Yeah.
Aside from the baba ganoush.
Not a fan.
So we got some pear going into our spinach, as well as apple. And I'm gonna squeeze as much spinach as possible. It's gonna shrink down. So we're really gonna maximize the greens in this one. And little guy is gonna love it.
You just blend these up warm?
Yeah. I'm gonna drain a little bit of the water out. It's gonna have so much water inside already now that it's boiled. So you just have to be careful when you're blending warm stuff that it doesn't splash up and open the top. But I think with the Ninja, it doesn't really do that.
Yeah, it doesn't have a release. He's at a point though, like I just broke off a piece of that avocado earlier and gave it to him and he was just eating it.
Yeah.
So I'm not worried about the consistency of it like this, but.
Just because we left the skin on, so I want to make sure the skin's broken up.
Right. I got you. How's that look?
That looks awesome. Scoop that into here.
Let me take this sharp danger thing out of there.
So the next thing we're gonna blend are our sweet potatoes, and I'm gonna do the same thing with those. I'm just gonna pour off some of the water.
It has that little accessory there.
Oh, yes, how convenient. Okay, we've got our sweet potatoes.
Yeah. That is not one of.
Ooh, that looks good.
Kind of overflowed that.
So now we're gonna blend the lentils and quinoa next, but you can leave the sweet potato that's left in there and blend it all together. Looks so good, doesn't it? So good.
You want to try, Bubs?
Yeah, it's good.
Yeah. Yeah, I like it.
It's new. It's different. It's approved. Awesome. And this is the Kabocha Squash with a little bit of pear. Was it pear or apple?
That was apple.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah. New foods are fun. New foods are fun.
That'll thicken a little as it sits as well because of the lentils. Let's blend our spinach and apples and pear.
Everything just smells fresh.
Yeah.
You know? Mix that more?
Yeah, that looks good. So the trick with beets, it's really simple. They just have to be cooked enough. So that means that when you put the knife in, it kind of slides in easily. Then what you're gonna do is switch to cold water and rinse the beets off. After they're rinsed, we are gonna peel like so. So under the cold water, I'm gonna just rub the skin off. Super easy.
Okay, let me get one.
Just like that. Whenever you start getting hot, you just go under the water.
Oh, it's hot. I didn't realize that was an option to cool it off again.
Yeah, you won't feel the heat if you go under the water. And then that little nubby butt part, you just, rub that off. That's it. Let me give these a rough chop, and then those go into the blender.
People just eat beets like this?
Oh yeah, the beets are one of my favorite foods.
I'll eat this one since it's got. Slice me off a little piece of that. Oh.
More iron than a steak piece of beef. Just saying. You can try it without water, but we might need a drop of water in there.
Yeah, let's see what happens.
Yeah. Ah. Nice. Beets go really well with those same fruits, apples and pears also, but they're very sweet on their own. So, and he's such a good eater, they probably don't need it.
Yeah.
Okay, there we go. Voila, we did it.
Whew. we did everything though. We did a lot.
We did a lot.
Yeah.
But as promised, we have a rainbow medley of baby food to choose from. And obviously you're not gonna make all these in one day, but now that you have them under your belt, you know how to do it. You can kind of pull them out whenever you see these ingredients fresh. So we've got plain beetroot, we've got spinach with apple, we've got avocado with pear that was not cooked, just blended. Then kombucha squash with apple and plain sweet potato. And then we've got the lentil quinoa with some sweet potato in it. This is like gourmet to the max baby food. And so far, baby loves it. So
Yeah, he loves it. He loves it so much.
yeah. So thank you so much.
Thank you so much
That
for
was
coming in here and
super
helping
fun.
me.
Yeah, my pleasure.
That was awesome.